Make your lender work for you. Hi everyone, my name is Emmanuel Reyna. I'm a mortgage loan originator with Trident Home Loans. And today I'm going to talk to you about making your lender work for you and how to effectively shop for a mortgage lender, or at least what I feel is the most effective way to shop for a mortgage lender if you're in the market for a mortgage. So the first thing is, before you go shopping for a home, and this is what I tell my borrowers, usually about 30 to 60 days before you put in your first offer, to go ahead and get a pre-approval. This gives the lender a chance to go ahead and take a look at your entire financial picture and see if there are going to be any pitfalls with the loan and potentially rectify them before they come up. Let's see. Hopefully you start and you end with me, but ultimately what I care about is that you feel that you're getting the best that's available for you in like the mortgage market, probably me. And then, so to start out, what I usually recommend is to go ahead and choose 3 different lenders that you're going to go ahead and go shopping with. I say 3, I mean you can choose more if you want to, but what I found is if you choose more than 3, it can get a little bit overwhelming. And so we'll just use 3 for this sake. So you have your 3 lenders chosen, then you're going to go out there and fill out mortgage applications with all of them. And this is really important that you go ahead and fill them out and get your credit pulled within the same 2 weeks with all lenders. You can go ahead and Google it, just a quick Google search on mortgage shopping and credit or something like that, and it'll pull up that basically there's like a 14-day window for you to go ahead and fill out a bunch of applications or get your credit pulled for a mortgage, and it should have minimum impact on your credit score. All right. So once you are pre-approved with all of the lenders, at that point, you want to go ahead and get a quote from all of them. And you have to make sure that you're doing it in the same day. So the rationale is, if you get a quote from lender A on a Monday and they're offering you 6%, and then lender B comes in on a Tuesday and let's say rates drop that day and they're offering 5.875, you may think that lender B is better. But had you potentially gone back to lender A, they may have been at 5.75 or 5.625, something like that. So you never know. So just make sure you get the quotes from all of them on the same day. So here we go. You have lender A. Here, let me pull it up on the screen. You have lender A, lender B, and lender C. And you did everything you were supposed to do. You filled out mortgage applications and you got rate quotes all on the same day. Lender A is offering you a 6% rate, and they're telling you it's going to be a $1,350 admin fee and $15,000 in closing costs. Lender B is offering you 6.5% rate, $2,000 in a lender fee and $20,000 in closing costs is what you're going to have to pay. And then lender C is offering you a 6.25% interest rate, and they are charging you $5,000 in discount points and $25,000 in closing costs. Now, this is where you get this data, and make sure you ask for a fee sheet or a loan estimate, that way you can have it and save it and compare. But this is where you need to kind of lay them out, compare the lenders, and just see what their spread is between them. Lender A was at 6, lender B was at 6.5, lender C was at 6.25, and the closing costs and fees associated with it. All right. An important factor is, if you have a loan estimate, you can go ahead and go to Section A. That'll let you know if you're getting charged discount points or what an admin fee will be or anything like that. So just make sure you pay attention to that section. Let's see. Okay, so you have that data, you've got the pre-approval. Now you have your realtor and you're going to go shopping. So when you go out shopping, you find a home, you put an offer, and it gets accepted. What do you do next? So at this point, once you have an accepted offer, go back to all the lenders, lender A, lender B, lender C. Let them know, hey, I'm under contract. And tell them that you're shopping different lenders to see who's going to give you the best rate. Now, this may kind of spur, at this point, some of the lenders may become a little more competitive. So when that happens, ask for another rate quote for that day, ask for a fee sheet or a loan estimate. That way you can verify that everything's correct. And let's say they come in and everything's about the same, but lender C decided to get a little more competitive, and their rate matches, lender A or whatever. At that point, you have a decision to make. Like, am I going to take this, or what the case may be? You have to decide. Hopefully, you stick with like lender A because they were honest and upfront from the beginning. But that's ultimately your decision. Another thing that could happen is when you let the other lenders know that you're shopping, or that let's say you go to lender B and you say, hey, I'm going with lender A because they gave me the best quote and all this stuff. At that point, they may be like, oh, what did they quote you? And you tell them, and then they could be like, oh, we can match that, or we can beat it. And let's say that they match it, then potentially what I found is people come back to lender A, me, and they're like, hey, lender B decided to match. Can you do any better? And at that point, maybe I can, maybe I can't. It just kind of depends on the market and kind of what's going on out there. I'll always do my best and try to give my best up front, but you just never know. Maybe lender A just can't compete, and that's the ultimate goal, because it's about making sure that you get the best that's available for you out there, even if it means lender A or me conceding and saying, wow, they're giving you an excellent rate. Go with that. So but if you have any questions and you ever want to talk through this stuff, feel free to reach out. If you have a loan estimate, I don't mind going over that with you to see if you're getting charged anything. If anything looks weird, I don't mind doing that either. And keep in mind that sometimes lenders don't want to give a loan estimate or a fee sheet, because it may show their cards or whatnot. But make sure that we're working for you. Your lender is working for you, and so if that's something you want, that way you can compare different lenders. Ask for it. Make sure you get it, because that's something that is relatively easy to provide. It is a little time consuming sometimes, but it should be something that's provided if you're asking for it. That way you can take a look at the fees and make sure you're not getting overcharged, and be able to compare different lenders. So just make sure, if you want that, ask for it.